There we go. What's happening?
Should I do a
world?
little dance? Like with the music's playing,
of
like your
course.
intro dance. I mean, I don't have the cool colored lights and stuff.
We must do the sort of like we must do the Trump dance, I think. I don't know.
The Trump dance, or what's the other one?
Like a Fortnite dance. Aren't there like Fortnite dances?
What's the Fortnite dance?
I don't know. I just always see
those little animated vibes that you can
things
do.
that they do. What's that vibe? I don't know. What is that? I don't know what that. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Greece. Is it like some Greece Roman god spear thrower?
Some Greek spear chucker.
Yeah. In one sentence, I offend the Greek and the Romans. Like,
don't worry, aren't they all dead? The Romans and the Greeks are dead. Well, I mean, not the old school Greeks. They're gone. You know,
we like both.
Yeah, I mean, they're both cool. Good evening, good evening, everybody. We've got the infamous Whistler here this evening, and Darth Sean, as always. What's happening with your hair there, Darth Sean? Like,
it's
look like
I
Goku.
don't give a shit tonight.
Oh, you got that like sort of like and Super Saiyan. I don't know. I never watched Dragon Ball Z.
Johnny Bravo. It's more like Johnny Bravo.
This is like a Johnny Bravo vibe, right?
Can we acknowledge that Darth's hair is pretty cool? I mean, some people go to a salon for that look. He just pulls it off naturally. He's like,
it's called stress.
In the world of breast implants, he's the one that comes natural, right? So
there was the bunch of innuendos there, and they're all awesome.
How we roll.
How's everybody doing this fine young evening of funness? Let's see. We've got Gavin, Chantal, and CR, and who else I see?
Natasha.
So Kevin, George, Natasha, good evening to everybody. Thanks so much for pulling in and spending your Monday night with us, and Dylan as well. Yeah, Kev, guys.
CR is here as well.
Yeah, I did say CR, and 144, of course. And where's my R-bot? My R-bot's in the house. Boy, what the fuck? Anyways, yeah, we were just thought we were going to have like our Matrix chats with Whistler in informative things. I just had such a fucking stressful day. I don't have any show notes. There was one thing that I did want to chat about, which was that new robot.
Yeah, Neo.
Yeah, it's called Neo, right? Let me just pull that up. I just thought that maybe that's a good start to our show. I have one issue, but I'm gonna just play a little section of it, then I'll tell you what my issue is. I think I always look at things and I think of it practically, and I'll go like, wait, hold on, there's something not cool here.
My name is Bernd, and today we're launching Neo, our humanoid for the home.
Neo, the robot, Nini.
Let you live with it.
Yeah.
You're just not telling me? Well, what does it do?
Like my chores. I just leave and I come back and they're all done.
Are you kidding me?
No.
All right, that's gonna get us a copyright strike. I mean, hold on. What happened to Elon Musk's robot? Why is that robot not
the Tesla
happening?
bot?
Yeah, where's the Tesla bot? Why is like some random dude's robot now outdoing Tesla bot?
I think I don't think Elon Musk's one isn't happening. Elon Musk did commit to build like 5,000 of those Optimus, what you calling it? Optimus units by 2025. There's 2 months left, but I mean, Elon Musk never fails to deliver and fails to impress. I mean, he's delivered late, but I mean, he's freaking delivered, right? But I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like how you hit the market first. Now, if you think about it, now that you brought up Elon, right? He's dominating, in my opinion. He's dominating the EV market, right? Because Tesla's 100%. Everywhere, whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody else is like kind of like chasing what Elon has, and they're going to make it cheaper, and they will have more vehicles than what Elon is, right? They're trying to copy half of his stuff and whatever. But the one thing that they failed to do is, I guess, is the innovation that he puts in. to his products, right? I mean,
Yeah.
over-engineered to start with, but it gives that device kind of like the hardware is so far ahead of its time, and the software will catch up. So,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 years from now, there's still like regular updates for these things. But for example, Elon has this new thing with like the batteries in the Tesla units. That's like, they have like lithium ion and whatever is like the new cool battery tech. But Elon is working on like some aluminium ion or something. And this battery, you can charge it like in 5 minutes charge. It'll give you like 200 kilometers of travel distance.
Like distance. Yeah.
Yeah, so granted, it's not a full charge, but I mean, your challenge is: do you go and charge your battery 45 minutes at a engine or a Shell or whatever? You kind of like have to have breakfast or something while you wait for it to charge, versus the 5 minutes. You'll have 200 kilometers to drive. Like a quick charge in 5 minutes. So I mean, that has the whole world now trying to like trying to like figure out what we're going to do, because look at what Elon's doing. They thought that they were going to win that game by producing it cheaper, whereas this guy's focusing on fast charging the cars.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
5 minutes,
Which is
200. And lithium ion is not like it's like a very hard resource to come by, right? Or lithium itself, like to mine it, whatever. Aluminium is around every freaking corner, dude. Yeah, I mean, go and invest in maybe some aluminium smelters now or something, because.
So basically, he's going to make an aluminium battery that can charge in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it gives you, and granted, it's not a full charge, but I mean, you can drive 200 kilometers and you just charge it again. Or if you charge it in 10 minutes, you have 400 kilometers or whatever. All right. So I mean, new tech, battery's not perfect yet and stuff, but that's what he's focusing on, right? So back to your point on the Neo robot versus whatever they're calling the Tesla bot, the Optimus, whatever they're calling it. I think this is one of those things. You either need to have to hit the market first with your product.
Yeah.
Or you need to be, if you're second best, you need to be the one that's cheaper and better. Now, this Neo robot, I think, is like selling for like $2,000, $20,000.
$20,000. You can do like a payment plan of like, I think it's sort of $500
or something. Yeah. Now, okay, before we get into what I think is shit about the Neo bot, the Tesla bot was between $20,000 and $30,000, and I guarantee you the Tesla bot isn't going to have those issues that I think me and you both have with the Neo bot.
So, wait. So let's do issues first. What's your first issue? I want to see if it's the same.
I think my first issue is the fact that complex tasks has to have a human takeover. So you have to kind of be cool with the idea that somebody from 1X is going to be remote operating the bot in your house, cameras, whatever.
Oh shit! I wasn't even thinking of that. My first issue was it's made of material. I was like,
yeah. They did kind of like dress it look weird.
Yeah, like look at that. Like, dude, it looks fluffy. It's like, imagine it's like, oh god, it spills coffee on itself. Then like, what? How do you undress it and then wash that shit, or like, how does it work?
Yeah, or your kid vomits on it, like, hey, C-3PO, I'm not feeling well.
Yeah, there you go.
There goes the robot. Colored in orange. I mean,
no, but I said it looks like it just looks fluffy. It doesn't look. It looks more like a toy.
I don't mind the fluffiness. It just looks creepy. It looks
which
like
color
a rag.
It just looks like a crash test dummy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does.
Just like, I feel like it's I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and it's going to be strangling me.
Which color are you going to take, Darth Sean?
You know
Black,
which color
dude.
I'm going to take.
You're going to get the black one.
I'm going to go white, man. You know.
Great.
Oh, okay. I was gonna get the black one. And then
I think black will just stay cleaner the longest.
No, it
yeah,
won't.
I was thinking that. Yeah, see, I was thinking that. I wasn't going to get the black one and give it like a funny name. Like, that wasn't what my idea was.
No, that would be wrong.
But you say that. What if it's like if the task is dusting? I mean, all the dust is going to be on the exactly. Like, I would rather go for the gray one, because if you're not going to make him do gardening anyway.
What's that stuff you put on like your I mean, I know, like in the old days, like if you had like a fancy lounge suite, it was always like a leather lounge suite or something. But then you also had like those still
you put that like
fancy but
plastic.
like material ones. Like
No. You do it like you did
What
back
is
in the
that?
day. Like no, you do it like you did back in the day when like those tunnies that you'd come to their house and they'd have that fucking the material of
wrapped.
like mattresses, and then have that plastic wrap over the over. You just glad wrap this bitch, just glad wrap him up,
Scotch
and then
guard. Scotch
oh, there
guard.
we
Isn't
go.
that what it's called? Scotch guard. You Scotch guard your robot. It's like
But
a
I mean,
box you
At
take
extra
on all the
price.
options. Like Scotch guard it. Yeah.
No, you can. I mean, like, but this thing is like so the tech wise is the thing anything. If you know anything about it, I mean, is this can do like your home stuff? Go get me a coffee, vacuum the house, like that type of shit, right?
So simple tasks it can do quite easily, but complex tasks it either takes very long or a human needs to take over. Now, what I'm not 100% sure is a human takes over, but the robot's like in the learning mode, so that it learns the tasks, but I don't know how well
Okay.
it's doing it. I don't know how well it's doing the learning thing. Like, do you learn for the greater good or do you learn for this robot? Meaning, like, whatever they're learning in that thing do they apply it to all the other robots as well?
I mean, what Recon asks, evening Recon 1, good to see you. Good. Sorry, I just need to mention this. I've invited. So I saw today Recon was chatting about. Recon 1 was. Oh wait, I'm going to get to this in a second. Recon 1 was talking about starting his YouTube channel. I was like, listen. It's a standing invite. Last time he was here, I was like, bro, come chat, come talk. And he was like, today, he was like, I didn't have time. I wanted to reply. Day was busy. And he was like, oh, as long as it's not politics. I'm like, bro, I'll talk about anything. Look here, me and Whistler, we're talking about tech, no politics. And we're going to talk about gaming as well. So this is the fun place. You can talk about anything, dude. You tell me and we'll talk about it, homie. But again,
we don't judge.
Yes, I just want to say thank you to Recon 1. Thanks
Sure, judge.
No, not on air though. No, not on.
I
We don't
judge
judge
everything.
We judge afterwards, behind the scenes.
Yeah. There's a WhatsApp group for the judging.
Yeah.
But what would I name it? I don't know. I mean, I would love if I got
where Recon's going. I mean, clever.
I would have called. I mean, CP3P would be cool, but then I want it in gold. I mean, R2D2 and shit like that. I don't know.
You're reading it right.
You can also spray paint
What?
it gold.
I'm not reading it right. You know I'm not reading it right. C33PO. C33PO. See, that was thinking. So that's the problem. You name it that, right? And then you're standing out in the garden and you're going, hey, Sipo, and then people like drive by like, what the fuck? And all they see is you and then the black-looking robot, and they're like, "Oh my god, this fucking racist dude is pulled in." And it's not. It's like he's busy updating, and he's like, fucking it up. I mean, like, and this is the problem. This is what probably shouldn't.
Mine's name will be Scroofy.
Scroofy.
Yeah, like you know what a Scroofy is?
Yeah,
like a little
screw.
A little screw, like a Scroofy.
Yeah.
What a
See, the thing is,
pedo.
what I don't like about this one is like, I imagine I could pull a skin. Like my idea is like I want to get like the Tesla robot, the Optimus, and buy one of those sex robot skins, and I can put it over it, and you can like then it can look like whatever. But this is like, I don't know. When just look at it, it looks kind of retarded, right? It's like it looks like his hands are long.
It does look like if you have to take its clothes off, it's just gonna look like RoboCop.
Yeah.
Underneath it, though, right?
My issue is the proportions out of it. Like he's got these long arms, shorter legs, and then he's got this tiny head. Like that would just annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah. I mean, listen, but also my question is, listen, as Whistler, as somebody that understands tech, why put only cameras in his eyes? Why don't you give him like fucking 360 eyes? Then you can like cameras 3 seconds see everywhere. I mean, why does it have to look like a human? Is there the psychology
that's
about
the
it?
Interesting thing, though, right? I mean, isn't that what humanity does? Now, okay, obviously, I don't want to go into the whole what do you call it, like conspiracy of whether aliens exists or what? But isn't aliens even in a world where we haven't really seen an alien, whether they exist or not, so relevant. let's say they do exist, but they've never landed on Earth. Okay, we are still going to visualize a fictional version of what we think an alien is, and I think our minds model the closest thing to something that looks like a human, and then we make it weird because it's not human, right? So we have to make it weird, and that's why I think we do that.
Because we want to kind of relate to it. I mean, do you think that's the sort of like psychology where we want it to feel friendly, as opposed to? I mean, to me, it would be about functionality, right? If I'm making him going like, cool, let's put him a double face on both sides, so you can see what's going on behind him and in front of him. I mean, wouldn't that be like the smarter thing to do? I mean, like, imagine him having a head on the back, cameras on all angles, camera here by his, so you can actually see what he's touching. As opposed
he doesn't need to have cameras all around. He literally just needs to have like a 180 view camera in front and back. He just needs one. I mean, but I get what you're saying.
Functionality, right? It's like it doesn't need to. I mean, why have legs?
What if it has LiDAR in its head and it kind of like knows what's behind it? Like based on like LiDAR, like radar scans and stuff, but it only visually needs to see what's in front of it.
Have you
it's
seen
also
that?
Costing though, right?
Have you seen that animated show?
The foot suckers for joining. Sorry. Big up to Ronaldo for sending all the foot suckers here. The foot suckers. God, I always screw it up. Anyway, yeah. Thanks. I wonder if Ronaldo's here. Ho sent us. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. We're talking about the new robot, but we like the other one more, don't we?
The Tesla one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's Elon's.
Yeah, I know, because Elon, it's like our boy Elon, I have 4 mics, 3 speakers, 2 times 8 meg fish. So he's only got 2 cameras.
8 megapixel fisheye cameras, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is that good enough? My invite must have been lost. What are you talking about? You can join anytime. I'll send you one right now if you want to come hang. Come talk cuck with us. I sent you one last Thursday. What are you talking about? Yes, it's Ronaldo, eh? The goal on him. Thank you, good sir. Really appreciate it. But I mean, what is all this shit mean here? Help us, Whistler.
All right, so where do we want to start? So on the left,
I mean, like soft body made from 3D. What's it? Like polymer.
That's
polymer. 4 hours.
Yeah, it doesn't have a long battery life, right? I mean, they don't have the Elon Musk batteries, but also there's overheating issues with it. So it gets really hot. So it has to. Well, no, the processing unit that's inside it gets very hot. So cooling and whatever is an issue. But it's, in my opinion, I think it's just these guys are either racing to get to market knowing that they don't have the perfect product, or you're Elon Musk that's not to the market first, but when you hit the market, you've got the one that everybody wants.
Yeah.
Especially if it comes in at the same price, because you're getting half a robot, really. Because for all complex tasks, a human needs to take over. Elon's not going to have that.
So
Elon's robot is not going to have that.
Wait. Back up. What do you mean a human has to take over for complex tasks?
So this robot doesn't do complex stuff. You can teach it like to open a specific door or whatever for your house. But you tell it to make coffee in your house.
In Dubai.
It's a complex thing for it to do. Your kitchen, your coffee, your kettle, your whatever. It takes it like 5 minutes to do something that you could do like in 1 minute. Like, get the kettle ready, get the coffee out, that type of stuff, right? So if it's very complex, it either takes very long to figure it out, or you can have a human take over and do it for you quickly.
Yeah.
What they are saying is that the privacy thing is addressed so that there's no-go zones for the robots where it knows it can't go to. Also, like it blurs out faces and whatever, so people's privacy and stuff is. I
mean, that's what they're saying, right? I mean, who's going to be running this? Like some dude in India.
I don't know. The company one. Oh no, I don't know where 1x's people is. I mean,
there's going to be a call. So hold on a second. I just need to say thank you to. Thank you so much to Adrian. Double dingbats. Thank you, good sir. Really appreciate it. Much appreciated. Also, Rhino Goal, thank you for the dono. Hey, really appreciate it, and welcome to the channel. Shot for hanging out. And Adrian says, "Sorry boys, love you guys, but I like this This is like Mandarin to me. We'll join you guys next Thursday. Cheers, snort droppies. What do you mean? We're talking about like just random robots. You're gonna want one, Adrian. You're gonna want one. It's gonna help you with your law shit. I promise you. Not this one, Elon's one. Imagine just reading your law stuff. It's gonna help you in court, bro. I promise. And I just want to read Rhino Girl's. Rhino Girl, hello from a Safa in Dubai. Yeah, that tax-free money
in Dubai, yeah. That's like Dubai's exchange rate's nice. It's like $500 that, eh?
What? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
AED to ZAR.
What is
$4.71. United
Holy
Arab.
shit,
dirham.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Emirates dirham.
If I wasn't paying income tax, I would be donoing all day long.
I think you need to strip for that, eh?
Yeah, this is why I took my cap off. I'm like, baby, I'll show you hair. Where's Darth Sean's hair? Let's ever show Darth Sean show hair, baby. No.
Also, like, maybe also make my hair loose.
Yeah, we're gonna do like this.
Let's just do it, right?
Darth Sean's gonna do the helicopter for her right now. Sean, take it out. Darth Sean, take it. Do the helicopter. Everybody, let's all do the helicopter together for her. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Darth Sean's not even with us. Who's are you?
It's Googling helicopter.
Yeah, he's helicopter. I mean, yeah, man. I'm like, I'm with you. I don't know. I wouldn't order this one. Not for $20K. But what do you think? Do you reckon that's kind of like we've established kind of a set price for shit now, and these are the ones we're going to, that this is where the price is going to hang. But please don't strip.
I mean, what determines price though? It is obviously there's the cost of making the units. They have to be profitable. Else there's no investment in it and stuff like that. But in the same sense as well is the more units you sell, the more viable it becomes making it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think for the same money, you're going to get a better robot through Tesla.
I'm with you on that. And I mean, like, I'd rather wait for that.
And the thing with tech is though, right? And right now, I think there's two companies. There might be more, but I can think of two companies off the cuff, right?
Yeah.
That I think isn't subject to the current cell phone syndrome, right? Everything you buy these days lasts 2 years, dude. From your freaking dishwasher to your cell
100%.
phone to whatever, it lasts 2 years and then it's done. It's not like the tumble dryer your mother had from 1979 that's still working today, right? That maybe just needed like one new fan belt, right? Now, the thing is, Elon Musk with the Teslas, yes, a car gets old mechanically and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what they've built into those cars, like the neural units that they've built that does all the AI and the self-driving, while the whole world was thinking on how he's building self-driving cars, quietly he's developing batteries and whatever, right? He developed something that can go into the future. You can go and take that battery out your Tesla comes with, put this new battery in, and then off the car goes again, though, right? I mean, mechanically stuff also only lasts so long, but like tech-wise,
but I mean,
this car doesn't become slow. The only other product I've seen that does that's a product that I was willing to spend like money in, was MetaQuest's VR headset. There's other VR headsets out there, but MetaQuest brings out an update every month, and every month that same hardware is getting better and better and better and better and better the whole time, right? Show me another product that does that.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, like, I got so annoyed. I probably about 8 years ago with Apple, because every single time it's the same speech for every launch. It's like, this is the best iPhone ever. Like, you guys just say that every year. It's like and what have you done? Nothing really. It's like certain
innovations become hard, right?
Exactly.
And
it's difficult to update those.
If you get it wrong in the sense of that you copy it or clone something too similar to your competitors, then you have a lawsuit on your hands because of copyright infringements or whatever, right? I mean, to innovate's becoming hard. I don't know. Maybe my mind is just built differently. there's tech startup people that thinks there's so many options out there and whatever, but I just think innovation's become hard.
No, of course it is. But I mean, I think this is where we we both agree. I think all of us agree. Like, this is where Elon Musk is sort of kind of, he's leading. He's really innovating. I mean, just the shit that he's done with rockets. It's like somehow NASA just like takes money from the government every year, and then they've done nothing new. Elon Musk comes along. Oh, we're gonna make rockets that land themselves and fucking cars that. So I mean, like, listen, who is it? Chantal. What was the other night? Chantal showed like her apparently her aunt and uncle, they got a new Tesla, and it's like, it's just got a light show. And I'm going like, dude, I just want to be able to, like, like how you can customize your desktop and your shit and your phone. Yeah. Why can't I do that with my car? Why is it 2025 and we can't even like, I can't even change the font on my dashboard of my thing, or like my radio. Yeah. I can't install a program. It's like, this is stock and it's all cuck. It's all cuck. Nothing is like exceptional customizable. Why can't we do that? This is because there are too many stupid people.
Think about the early 90s though, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm trying to think. Late 80s, early 90s. And the reason why I'm using that as a reference. As a kid, our car that we drove as a kid was a Beetle. We had a Beetle, right? I'm talking about the early 80s now, right? I was born in 81. So we had a Beetle. We had two Beetles. Then we sold the Beetle, the one Beetle. We had the other Beetle. We always kept it because that became my car. That was my first car. It was a bright yellow Beetle, right? Why are you laughing? I'm sorry. What are you laughing about? There's something wrong with her. I don't know if I'm missing something.
There's something wrong with her and Darth Shaw. They're just having this fat chat in
idea.
Discord. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Okay, so we had this Beetle, right? Then my dad bought our first, let's call it, nice car, right?
Yeah.
That nice car was an Opel Monza at the time, and then that Opel Monza was a nice car because it was a big upgrade from the Beetle, right? Didn't have aircon, didn't have electric windows. But it was a nice car. I mean, it was a bigger car, bigger boot, bigger everything compared to a Beetle, right? And then like 6 years later or something, or 4 years later, we sold that, and my dad bought a Toyota Camry. Toyota Camry had aircon, and it was much bigger, and fuel injection, and all of those things, though, right? Didn't have ABS and all of those things, right? So I'm just trying to explain like how the bar was raised, that, aircon was an option, electric windows is an option, whereas today, I don't want to talk down on any vehicle, but no matter what car you buy, dude, the entry level Cherry
is those things
up to whatever it is, dude, they all just have aircon, they all just have electric windows, they have ABS, they have all of those things. Yeah, they might not have 10 airbags, but that bar was raised 100%. Higher on average now, though, right? And I think that's the thing with like Tesla and the tech, these robots, it's whatever, right? It's whoever hits the market first, and then where's that bar set at? Like, what is that? Like, that's where I think Elon kind of like nailed it, is that he knows how to position the tech that everybody's going to want at like, I want to say an affordable price, not that we can afford all of the stuff, but like at that market fixed price. They set that standard for it, though, right?
Because I mean, but that's interesting. That's what I'm trying to. Because like I've seen the customization on like I remember seeing it years ago. You like the inside of the Tesla, and it's like it's got this fuck off big screen panel. It's all this tech, and everything in the car is customizable. Then if you start looking at the stuff coming out of like Japan and China with the car shows, and every now and again I see a video that somehow. Not that I'm into cars, I see this video of like just the absolute insanity of what these cars have. You push a button, it links to your telephone. I mean, we bought our car, in 2021, 2018, we bought our car. I was like, it can't do any of those things. It can't nothing. There's no that's it. But these things can do everything. You could, the fucking lighting of the car, you connect your phone, it can start. I want those little things. I mean, is that really that much? You can buy that in a small 1,000 rand laptop. It's got that shit built in. Why can't they do that in a fucking car? I'm like, it's annoying me. Sorry.
I don't know. The thing is, if think about it, I mean, NASA or the US government have contracts with SpaceX, with Blue Origin or whatever from Amazon, I can't remember what the company was called from Boeing. They have like contracts with everybody though, right? Some of those companies, not SpaceX, they are paying them a lot more money, like for what they're delivering compared to what SpaceX is getting. SpaceX is getting the least amount of government funding for what they need to do and deliver, though, right? And in 2000, so 2000 was the year when they sent the first manned crew, wasn't it, to the space station on a SpaceX Dragon X capsule?
I think
They had,
so.
like,
Yeah.
the first people in it. And in 2000 already, think about all the other people sending people to space, and then think about what SpaceX was doing. 2 big TVs with touchscreen controls and whatever. That's how those guys are going to space, dude.
Yeah.
So they're pushing the boundary. So I'm not surprised that they are doing stuff in cars that, is just, like how we felt 25 years ago, a cell phone with a camera. You're like, why would I need a camera and a cell phone?
Why would I? Now it's like you can't live without it.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. It's why are you laughing, Darshan? What are you guys doing? What the
stop?
Obviously, him and Reese. Obviously, should we ban her out of Discord?
There's
being a problem.
But I mean, like, you're 100% correct. I mean, I would like, but I would just like to see some of that innovation. It feels like during our lifetime. I mean, I'm probably being full of cuck now. Because like I'm getting used to being innovation coming along quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker, right? I mean, but we are innovating at like an ungodly speed of what we're doing. I mean, look at like where AI has taken us from like a year and a half ago when Will Smith was eating spaghetti funny to now where you can do that on your phone. It's like anybody can make it like a video.
Take a photo, put it in Grok.
Yeah.
Make this thing say that. Done.
And I mean, like what 4 years ago, we were, oh my God, deep fakes. Oh my God, now anybody can do a deep fake. It's like, it's like nothing. It's tech. It's accessible to anybody. No, it's interesting, man. I like where it is. I just want it to be a little bit quicker. Like, why are the car companies in South Africa holding on to this? Just start improving the tech. Make it kiff. I mean, I bought my car and it was like they told me, no, it's got like that. What is it called? Apple CarPlay. I was like, okay, cool. And then I got it. I was like, it didn't have it in it. And I'm like, okay, can you guys just upgrade it? Just just upgrade this little panel. Fuck, whatever. It's just put Apple CarPlay. No, they can't do it. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, no, they don't have like it's that part sort of. It's like, so I've got to go to some random dude who does audio stuff who can do it for like, I don't know, for $4,000. He can upgrade it, put that shit in. But the car company I bought it from can't. And I'm going, what the fuck are you? What are you guys doing? Like, just make things kiff. Make it awesome, man.
We're living in a time where technology is advancing, has the potential, technology and software, hardware and software has the potential of advancing faster than what we can keep up creating it.
Yeah.
Because of, if you think about it, like to make one small change in a production line, in a car thing or something, right? That's not like an easy change though, right? So
no, you're right. Actually, and it just bringing that up, it's like it's not just that. It's also like it's the aftermarket. Like, I mean, you've got how many people are trained to know how to fix, like what you call it, a Toyota Camry or a Toyota Hilux, right?
Yeah.
There's an entire aftermarket value. There's the people that every single city in every single world, there's got to be 2 or 3 people that are now trained to be able to take apart the engine and the tech of this new whatever, Toyota car. So yeah, they can't just quickly add a new thing in. But I mean, I can think of ways to get past that though. Like
that is where, again, Elon Musk, I think that the right
that's
thing
where
by packing, if you in the world of like PCs and stuff, you packed so much RAM, so much GPU and everything into it. Meanwhile, the thing at the time was running Windows 7,
Yeah.
But like every couple of months there's an upgrade, now the thing is sitting on Windows 200 because of like how many updates it's had. So I don't know, dude. Maybe he's losing money building these things, making it that cool.
I mean, even if he doesn't, if he breaks even in the long, like that's the thing with him. He's thinking in the long run, right? He's thinking of the long game, like because his vibe of like if they don't make a profit, all they need to do is break even. As long as the stock price goes up, that's what it's going to do. The more he innovates, the better it's going to do. He's just going to start innovating, and that's all he needs to do. Just dude, we need people like him. Just innovate.
He sent a Tesla into space.
No, exactly.
You saw he sent a Tesla into space, right?
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
I mean, again, Elon plays in a different level.
I mean, listen, the only thing that I don't like about Elon is the whole fascination with Mars, because I would never, I don't like, listen, you've old school, right? You know what happens on Mars. That's where Dune takes place. That's where Dead Space takes place. We're not going to Mars. I'm not fucking going there.
I want to go to Mars. If I have the opportunity, I would go.
It's like, but I'm not, you know what I hate?
To any planet that doesn't involve someone selling their farts and fucking, I just go to any planet.
You've had enough of this planet now. You're like, I want to go, as long as the people that don't sell farts in their bath water, they don't get to come.
Stay behind, yeah.
But let me also, this is how humanity works though, right? There will be a new market for selling Martian farts back on Earth, because we would have figured out a way to smuggle those farts back when we're coming to fetch more people and then selling it on Earth. That's why human race is so cool, dude.
Fuck. It bums me out. No, there is a market for everything. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sold on this robot. It looks a bit cucked to me. I mean, I'm sure we could have done something better. Yeah, I'm going to hold out.
Have you seen that animated movie? It's called The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yes.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Versus the Machines.
See, when I see stuff like this, that's what it reminds me of.
Let me just check to see. I remember Mitchell's versus the. I remember it was on Netflix, like an animated movie.
Yeah.
Okay, 2021.
Yeah. It's like a funny. It's funny. It's family. Family together and all of that. But yeah.
This.
Yeah, that
looks pretty cool though. I mean,
it's worth a watch. It's good animation. Like it's a.
It looks like Tesla robots though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd really want one. I mean, I've been watching a couple of clips from I think what was it? Elon was now recently on Joe Rogan again, and I was watching a little bit about it, and he was just going into because Joe Rogan asked him the question, how many jobs are going to be lost by this, and he made this comparison to, what was it again? For fuck's sake, he made a comparison to, what was it? Like, for example, people doing math, right? Imagine a bank. You had thousands of people working in a bank when they didn't have calculators. They didn't even have calculators. They had to they had the abacus or some shit. You just had people sitting there on paper, 1,000 people in the building just doing the books. Now it's like one computer can do that in an instant. Well, today you can just have AI just feed in just unimaginable amounts of numbers, and it just it spits it out. But all those people have now got other jobs doing other things. So yeah, I think there's a good side and a bad side. I'm just going what jobs? The other thing, the part of my brain is going, what jobs are people going to do that, for example, if when this robot launches, or when Elon launches his robot, I mean, I do kind of think shame, all the the Mexican ladies that were going to do the house cleaning in America, they're not going to do it anymore because the Optimus robot's there. But what are they going to do instead then? What other jobs are going to come from it?
I don't think we're quite there yet where the robots will take over to that degree that it's going to, put a dent in the Mexican ladies doing house cleaning. No, I think we're 100 years from that.
I think
what's so dumb, PK? Why? I want to find a PK. What is so dumb?
Us though, if you remember, with ChatGPT and Grok, I thought about it the other day. I use it for everything now.
Yeah, you do.
It's just easier. I don't even have to think of a response. I just give me a response to this, and I drop it in it, and it pulls it out for me. I don't even have to waste the time to think of a sarcastic reply or anything like that. I just give me a sarcastic reply and it gives me one. And if I don't like it, I just go add this, add that.
Give me 10 more.
Or, and like obviously,
sassy.
Make it sassy. I just give it the prompts, but I don't actually do any effort in it. And I've stopped doing that now. Like I've gone on. I need to challenge that side of my brain to
exactly.
be more.
It's going to make you.
Just imagine having the robot pick up my clothes. I'm going to become a slob. Like if you've got a,
But think about this though, right? Let's say you have a back operation, okay, and you need to be in bed for 6 weeks.
That's also true.
And your wife has to stay home and like help you, but she can't help you with like everything because now she has to help you get up, help you do this, help you do your business in bed or however it works, right? I think there's some elements where like having that helping hand would be good. I think in any of those cases, especially if it's, I don't know if compassionate's the right word, but in that way, but also like there's no ways if I'm that sick that I need to be in bed, I'm going to let, Reese wipe my bum, but a robot could do it. So long as she just doesn't have other ideas, a robot could do it and I won't feel as offended, right? So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like you rent a robot for like a little bit.
No, but listen, there's just like what I think what it's doing is really
hand.
I think that's what AI is doing. AI is helping us across the board. I mean, it's helping us with like, a shit ton of stuff. Like, for example, if you think about like a lot of the stuff, like, think about your job, think about my job, think about your job, like take it back 50 years, you would not be able to do, you would need like a lot of the jobs where it was this basic thing. You can now do so much more. It's like, it's almost like I can open up, ask Grok and go like, listen, just, how do I do? I was at the plant shop yesterday. I was trying to look for like, what creeper can I get? I'm looking for, I just went, listen, I'm looking for this specific thing. It's got to be like nice and small leaves. I wanted to look, and it just goes this one. And I'm like, what? And it just tick, all the things, just everything I need to know. It tells me it knows where I am in the sun. Like it just, I was going, that would have taken me an hour or 2 or 3 to research, to go through, like imagine the time you'd have to waste to go, oh, well, fuck, I don't know if this one, is it, all the shit. It's like everything is just, it becomes more expedient. Your life becomes just quicker and easier. Like it's like having Jarvis.
That for me at work is nice. Like, because like I try to respond really quickly to inquiries. So, it's easier for me to take the message, drop it in Grok, does something while I do something else, then just post and go for it. So it's made that line of stuff easier for me to deal with.
It's assisting you in your day-to-day job,
yeah.
That's making you better, faster, more responsive.
Yeah,
exactly.
But where I do where I put the brakes on it is if I have to like investigate something, or like if I want to give like a decent response to something, I'd rather have my own touch to it.
Of course.
So I try and challenge myself, the creativity side of myself because I don't want it to become dormant, because you got to exercise that muscle the entire time. So,
But this leads me on to the following question is like, this is what I sometimes notice with like, I've seen it here and there, like especially being on X. X is text-based, right? And this is where a lot of times I've seen people that like, like I've followed for ages, and this is the kind of tone they would write, and all of a sudden their tone has changed, and they just like, it's like these paragraphs that they're popping out. And I'm going like how much of that is actually just them, or it's AI assisting them with helping them write stuff. So it's like, it's good and bad, but it's like, is this what the person is doing? I mean, I think there's a good thing for it and a bad thing. Like I know people that are like just completely, they have a wealth of knowledge, and I've seen them do it live. Like, for example, I'll use an example of like, for example, an Andrew Wilson, when it comes to politics and logic. It's just like, oh my God, it's just, he just recalls that like photographically. I can't do that type of shit. Like, so it's like, I think there's a use for it, but also what is the downside is like, are we actually talking to each other? What's that, like that dead internet theory? I mean, I don't think it's dead, but I think there's a lot of people we might not be communicating with, or I don't know. I'm like, I'm concerned about it to a degree. You know what I mean? Like, are we actually talking to people? This is what they can say now. It's like everything is checked by Grok. So it's just Grok talking to Grok at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I saw a meme a few times now. It's actually something else I want to mention about AI replacing
Go
jobs.
for it.
But I saw a meme a few times now over the last couple of days that was like you know, the doctor the doctors that's training today or something like that is going to be using AI to treat you or something. So it's like, we better need to start eating healthy, right? And somewhere, I can't remember, somebody told me this to say that they were at a doctor. You told me, who was the doctor that was Googling the result? Yeah, Reese was telling me the story. There was like somebody at a doctor, and while the doctor was diagnosing the person, putting the stuff in ChatGPT, and then he just thought like, let me just check, like, is the doctor like WhatsApping somebody or whatever? And then he saw like it was whatever she was saying, he was asking, and then ChatGPT was relaying it, right? That's freaking scary, right?
So it is, but hold on. I've got an argument against that though. So you remember, like, the concept, you go to the doctor, right? So you go to the doctor, and then he goes like, cool, you get a little other side room, and he goes like, cool, take your clothes off, put this little robe on, and sit on the bed, and then you wait for him there, right? And then he comes and looks at you, and he goes away, and then he comes back. Do you know what he does when he goes away? He goes and looks through all those books that he's got in his thing, and he goes, what the fuck does this guy have? A cold, and now it's quicker. So it's like he was doing the same thing. Because I mean, like, there's no way that a doctor can remember everything, right? So now I think, I don't know, I think there's a good and bad part. For example, a doctor can go, okay, cool, he's got a lump here, it could be this. And like, for example, ChatGPT or AI could go, okay, cool, it could be those things. Or it could be like, you could maybe get a better array or a thing of what it could be, as opposed to one guy's opinion. Imagine you go to your doctor, he's in his 50s or 60s. The last time he was at medical school was when he's in his 20s. Like, so I mean, like, he's getting old. Maybe does he even know? I'm just being skeptical here. Yeah.
I think doctors, in that regard, it's not like you learn on the job. Every client you see, every sick person you see, whatever is. Then there's also obviously the swing on things when it's like seasonal flu. There's a good chance that when you're going into flu season, that everybody's coughing here, it's got the same thing. So I'm not. I agree with you that there's an element of AI that could help you kind of like narrow things down and whatever. But I think the line here for me is that
you don't want to rely on
human intervention in the sense of that AI is going to get it wrong sometimes, right? And you don't want to get it wrong, but I mean, using it as like an encyclopedia and a quick reference to stuff,
I
guess that's fine. Then why not? Obviously we don't have the full context of how that conversation went, but
that's also true.
What you're saying. I mean, it's not.
It's an assistant.
What you want to try and avoid is that you coming in there telling the doctor like, "Hey, I'm a female, 26 years old. I've got this and this and this problem," and then the AI says, "Oh yes, you've got testicular cancer."
Yeah, because I mean, you know why? Because I've read. Have you ever Googled your symptoms in WebMD? It's just like, it's the same answer always. You got like brain tumor. It's always brain tumor. Like, oh, I've got a headache. It's on this right side. This could be a brain tumor. I'm like, what? Like, every time. Oh, you've got brain cancer. Like, fuck off.
In Reese's case, it was, but I mean, again, 1 in 10, 1 in 100, it's right. So
This spitball. But I mean, listen, dude, you're 100% right. Because listen, if you can, it needs to be the human thing there. But like, for example, when it starts recording, like now, imagine the doctor runs every single patient he's seen this whole week through ChatGPT, right? It's just assisting him. It's like a side thing, and it hears the conversations. Now you get your 10th patient in, and they've also got a thing. So now ChatGPT or AI can go, okay, but hold on, this is the 7th person. They live in the same vicinity. Their kids maybe go to school. When it can start looking at the personal details of these people, it can start accumulating this data, something that the doctor might not have known. Go, listen, this could be smallpox. We actually got it from this person. It can, like, it's still, like you said, it's only an additional help.
In a connected world, in a smart world, that would be amazing though, right? Because everybody's smartwatches would be uploading the data. in a safe and secure way to somewhere where you have access to it, so you know how people moved, you know what they ate, whatever, and then eventually you figure out the listeriosis, whatever outbreak, like what we had a couple of years ago, right? It took them like months to figure out why half of the people was dying and half sick. But yeah, I think in that example, for me, it is the value of information and the fact that you can give AI access to it, though, right? Because
of course,
that is live interpretation of information on a pre-trained model.
For example, let me ask you a question. Do you have a smartwatch?
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, when you go to the doctor, like, have you ever gone to the doctor and he goes, okay, let me have a look at your smartwatch history and go like, let's see what your heart rate, any of that shit. Do they do that now? I mean, I would say as a doctor, I would go, okay, cool.
But I tell them, I'm like, hey, this is my stats, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, cool. Yeah.
Because that would be that's why. I mean, that would be a good argument for this is where sort of technology can start helping you. Because I for one think the smartwatch is actually amazing. Got one for the wife 2 years ago, and I'm going like, oh, fuck, I should probably get one. It motivates you to walk more, do little things, something you might not think about, and it's actually those are probably good things. What?
Is it going to motivate you to walk more?
Well, probably not me. There's some people it's not going to work on. Like, for example, me, just because I hate being told what to do.
Exactly.
So the fact that it's telling me,
counting your steps, how active you were, all kind of stuff. If you, depending on which ones you have, it does sleep tracking, all of those things, though, right? So some of the stats might be important.
It's good for you, yeah.
Talking about this before we segue too far from it. Talking about AI replacing jobs. Tomorrow. So we have a strategy session tomorrow. So the cybersecurity strat session. So it's my whole team, all of us with my boss, with whatever, and we're going to workshop for 4 hours talking about our cyber strategy from now till 2030, right? And one of the things I'm presenting tomorrow is floating the idea that in 2027 I want to start us to look at not having level 1 SOC analysts and having the level 1 SOC analysts be replaced with an AI function, right?
What is a level 1 SOC analyst?
Let me put the context, right? What that means in terms of a people count is it's a reduction of about 10 or 11 people.
Jesus, they're not going to love you.
I know.
I wonder if they're watching the show right now going, oh,
but what it means is, though, is we repurpose them elsewhere. I don't want to do away with the body in terms of headcount reduction. I want to do away with the mundane function that they're serving. Now, in the cybersecurity world, when you have a cybersecurity operations center, think about the response center you have, when you phone 10111 or when you phone ADT or whatever security, right? There's some central control room, some with a bunch of screens and they know what's happening around the globe, and they're seeing every little fuck up people make, links they click on, whatever it might be, right? All of that information, when it starts surfacing, a level 1 SOC analyst, that first responder, picks it up. They very quickly triage it, they collect some information, and if it's not some quick action they can take, like, oh yes, Mork did plug in a USB with a virus in it, so let's press this button and it remotely does something on your machine. If it's more complex, then it goes to a level 2 analyst. A level 2 analyst does additional investigation, and then it goes to a level 3 analyst. But that's like a little pyramid, right? There's a lot of level 1 analysts, then a few level 2 analysts, and 2 level 3 analysts, though, right? So not everything goes all the way up to level 3. Now, there's obviously also an SLA in between that. You can't hang on a call for too long, because if it's a real breach, it needs to get up the chain of command, essentially, because now, a lot of the stuff that happens at a level 1 SOC level is, for example, you are based in Cape Town, and then all of a sudden there's a login to your email from London. Okay. That shouldn't be possible. But when that ticket happens, there's 5 or 6 things that we do. We try and check, for impossible travel. We try and check, is it a known IP where you're logging in from? Have you logged in from this IP before? All kinds of stuff we use to determine what you're doing. And then we sometimes reach out to you to say, hey, is this you or not, or whatever, right? That stuff takes time, 20, 30 minutes every time to do it when that happens. That's one example of what a level 1 analyst does. That is all stuff we can automate based on what we call playbooks. But it always happens in a predictable way, okay? We can take that fluff away, and if it always matches this recipe, always follow this thing. Only deal with the anomalies.
Yeah.
Okay. Then have those anomalies go to the level 2s. But we might inundate the level 2s. But my purpose now for a level 2 person is not to just do something more and over and above level 1. It's trying to see is, hey, cool, why could the AI not solve this? Let's go and figure out and retrain the AI, right? So that this thing doesn't have to come to me, because ultimately you want those guys to sit and do nothing while the system self-maintains itself, right?
Of course,
that's my strategy for 2027 to 2030.
That's awesome. I mean, but I think that's better, because in that time, in those 2 years, anybody that's at that level, they can also go, okay, cool. Well, we're gonna phase this out of a 2-3 year period. We would like to keep you on. We'd like to upgrade your status, help you with training to become a level 2 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or like implement other options for that. I mean, that is always a possibility.
The question is, though, right? Why we're doing this is most of the failures that happens is, and that immediate instance when that alert gets created and the person doesn't react in the right way, and they don't see that this is a bigger issue or whatever, right? And when you dwell on that for too long, you dwell on that for 4 hours. That's 4 hours that an attacker could be on your network,
of course,
and laterally move. That by the time they escalate the ticket, and a level 2 person sees, oh no, this is actually a breach, let's disable the account, let's force sign out all their sessions, that it asks them for passwords everywhere and whatever, that guy could have already laterally moved and created what we call persistence. It's another route into the network, okay? So you need that response to happen a lot faster, and there's some stuff that you can just predict at a level 1. You don't want them to dwell. You almost want to have like instantaneous response. But I saw there was a question is, will it help create new jobs? I think it will, because what you're going to be doing in this case is on our account and on our contract, how that's going to work is we are going to be repurposing those people's skill set and get them to create AI playbooks, AI things. So it's a journey of getting somebody to change and using AI to our advantage in that regard. Ultimately, it's going to save us money, because we are going to not increase resources over time. But what it means is that the resources, if I have a 20-person team in a SOC, right?
Yeah.
And my contract is 3 years or 5 years, I won't have 20 people in 3 years' time. I'm going to have 25, 28 people in 3 years' time, and 30 people in 5 years' time, okay? Because of how more complex IT is, how you grow, whatever, unless you go and divest off of your organization. But in normal organizations, you grow and it gets more complex. So you are going to need to have more people to maintain the same environment. What I'm saying is let's start repurposing the people that we have to take the fluff out of the now, and then still only have 20 people 5 years from now, but we're far more autonomous in doing what we're doing, and reskill those people to help us look at the more complex problems.
I get what you're saying.
And let AI deal with the easy stuff.
No, I definitely think there's a place for it. I mean, like I'm still not worried about like AI taking over and robot stuff. I mean, there's certain things I would like. I would like my automation in my house to be a bit more careful. I'd like my computer. I'd like to be able to sit down and go start the computer. And here's a question I have for you. How far away do you think we are how far away do you think we are from like an AI OS operating system, where I can, like, for example, Windows is now, I can go, okay, open this program, open this thing, send an email, where it can actually do that without it being a complete, like, because I mean, I try and do that stuff with Siri and with these things, and it's like, hey, send a message, like, which person, like, and then I go like, oh, cool, just remember it's always this person, this is their number, and it's like, I can't do that, like, you have to go into what, like those little things where just start thinking better, you prat. You know what I mean? I just want, like, I want things to be able to do that. How long away are we from that? From like having that kind of OS system, or like when is Siri going to be better, or the AI? When do they integrate the language vibes with the phones and that shit better? Like 5 years, 10 years. Your thoughts? I mean, I don't know.
Before I answer that, Gavin, you're welcome, and a good question, because it also helps me prepare for how I'm going to deliver my strategy tomorrow, right? So that's good, and I agree with one of 4, one of 44. That's
Yes.
I'm also
I'm with you there.
Not a robot Hooters person, definitely.
Yeah.
So in the next 5 years, let's put it this way, right? Think about the internet. Let's think about the last 20 years of internet, and let's think about statistically plotting on a map, on a graph, how long it took the world to go from 0 internet users to 800 million internet users. Okay,
holy shit!
Active users a month, right? That graph runs 13 years. Okay, it took us 13 years to get 800 million people to use the internet. Now, how long do you think it took AI, and not all of the AI, ChatGPT specifically, to get to 800 million users? 3 years. Okay, so
wow, that's
now knowing
insane.
that little bit of statistic, let's think about that question. How long do we think it's going to be for us to have this AI interconnected OS? I don't think time is the issue.
Yeah,
I think we're still living in a situation where it's like the space race was in the 60s, where there was a fight for who's going to be on the moon first. We're still trying to figure out who's going to develop the best AI. I think we're still trying to have this one AI to rule them all. And while that fight is happening, it's really hard for somebody to go and commit to one AI, because a lot of these AI solutions that's built, whether it is these AI apps that helps you develop other apps, and AI music and Suno and whatever, ultimately all of those things are wrappers on top of another AI. So a little AI bubble that's built, that is built and trying to work in a very specific way, and it does that really, really good. But if you take away the scaffolding below it, like take away ChatGPT or OpenAI or whatever it runs on, that entire little thing falls flat, right? It's like the internet outage we had a couple of weeks ago, where AWS had some downtime in the US. I don't know if you've seen that, but like imagine one of these cloud.
Something about it,
Imagine one of these cloud data centers, right? And all cloud really is, it's somebody else's computer somewhere that you're renting, compute on, right? Imagine one of those data centers, big ass buildings running 1,000 customers and their solutions. Imagine you take that whole thing out, the internet collapses, or that service collapses. AI is still at risk of that. AI is not quite autonomous enough yet that it runs locally and not dependent on the rest of the internet. So I think there's still so many variables out there that we're not going to have one to rule them all, but it's not going to stop somebody from trying and stop somebody from creating something. But I think our challenge is one of two things. It's either we're going to need to have AI in a connected world where we can't have AI offline. Your challenge is privacy and that type of stuff. Or we need to have technology evolve in a way that we can run pre-built AI models offline. So having a model that's not as clever as ChatGPT, because a large language model that's like ChatGPT is good at a lot of stuff, or Grok or whatever, right? It's good at a lot of stuff. It'll take the SATs and the bar exams and all those things. But I don't need an AI model that's taken the bar exam to run my home. I need a different AI model, smaller, something built just to do running your home. I think if we get to the point to have smaller micro models that you can run locally, you'll have the ability to have stuff like an autonomous smart home. Your challenge with an operating system is, I think we're getting there. Like most new laptops these days are coming out with something called an NPU. An NPU is a neural processing unit. It's a special little section in your CPU that is designed just for AI, and it does AI tasks really, really good, better than what a GPU would do it. So we're in that. It's coming there now, where you're offloading a little bit of AI onto your machine, but it's still dependent on the bigger operating system, right? The Microsofts, the whoever's of the world.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it looks like you've colored in the future very bright for me. I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, no,
Can
you're
I tell
right.
you what I hope though?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I hope though? Right, I'm 44 now. I hope that I am still as passionate about technology and as interested in keeping, not just keeping abreast, but enjoying technology when I'm 74 as I am today. Like that's the only hope that I have, because our challenges as adults of our age and whatever is, we don't adopt and interact technology the same way as 3, 4, 5-year-old is getting used to technology today. The ones exposed to it though, right? I don't walk up to a screen assuming it's a touchscreen. Kids do that
No, of
these
course.
days, right?
Yeah, they
For
do.
example.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. I think we were all born in kind of like that a very interesting time, because the thing is we were born in like the 80s, 90s. Anybody born in you were born before the internet existed, technically, right? We were alive
in the
before
commercial
the
way as we know it today,
Yeah, as we know it. Like, I mean, email wasn't a thing. There was no emailing. I remember when I was a kid, my parents would fax shit,
Exactly.
documents
My
and they'd
dad
work.
faxed like a birthday card to my grandfather, right? And he faxed it to my aunt, and then she took the birthday card to my grandfather, though, right? I mean, it's probably like
I remember,
late
dude.
80s, early 90s, but I mean, and that was freaking awesome, though, right? That was
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think it was we got like internet was like a thing when it came with Windows. I mean, I remember like the whole Windows 95 craze of like, oh my god, Windows 95, the best thing. And I think that's the first time. There was email before, but that was like, it was, oh, you just open a thing and there's a window, as opposed to coding shit and DOS, right? Because when I was at school, computer class was basically DOS, and they'd show you, okay, and then / and this is how you open the directory, and this is how you run a program. And then Windows came, and it was like, oh my god, Windows 95, internet, you can click on, you can go look at shit. I mean, we were born. The thing is, I think I think our generation is more experimental when it comes to stuff, that we try and learn a thing of how it's done. Whereas I notice with my folks, it's like they struggle to with the most basic of technology. I was like the other day, a while back, I told my mom, I was like, she doesn't really know how to do this thing. I was like, listen, let me put Grok on your phone and then just open the thing and talk to the lady, just ask her, I want to do this thing. It'll give you and just go like, I'm old, I don't know how to do it. Give me a step-by-step walkthrough. And then she goes, okay, what about this? And she lays it out. I'm going, just follow the instructions. She'll read it back to you. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's like 2-3 months later, have you used it? No. I'm like, but why not? Like, just fucking use it. I don't know. I'm looking. I think our future's going to be bright.
From AI, right? There's one or two questions I want to drop back onto, right? RJ and Chantalou asked a question. I do want Chantalou just to contextualize the Tesla bit. I don't quite know what she means with that, because I'm thinking Tesla like modern Tesla. But can I tell you what, though? I don't know if you've seen. Do you have a Mac? Do you have access to a Mac?
Yeah, I've got
a Mac.
I use a Mac. I've got PC at home, and I use like a Mac at work. Well, I've got a MacBook. I've got a MacBook in the lounge.
Okay.
I've got an iPhone.
So I also added the last little bit of Mac tech to my stack now that I have all the things you need is now Mac. You want to talk about is I think that a pivot point for AI at the moment is when you can integrate AI into your browsing experience. Now, there's a portion of that I think is dangerous, and when it starts coming to agentic AI, and that speaks to your point of where you're letting AI do stuff for you, though, right? But let's take agentic AI out of it. Let's just talk about where is search evolving to. Search is the Google amazing. Search we know as we know it. Google does it really, really good because it brought in that little AI-generated response thing there, though, right? Yeah. But if you just go to google.com, right above the search button on the side, it says.
No. Even if you just ask it, it's like if you ask like what's the capital of this, then like there's the first paragraph is a little AI breakdown of
But
which is great.
there's this thing called AI mode. So one of the options where it shows like all images, videos, whatever, it's got a thing called AI mode, and that brings up like a little GPT version of it where you can then run your search within the AI mode. I think that is the best thing since sliced bread, because you've taken the world's most popular search engine, and I'm not talking about the DuckDuckGoes and the private search and whatever. I'm just talking about the average search. Google has become such a brand in terms of that's it. That's the button there, right?
Yeah.
They've nailed it, because I've seen ChatGPT now has got their new browser out called Atlas or something, which is like this whole AI browser, and you can get it to do stuff for you. So you tell it like, hey, please find me the cheapest ticket and book it for me or whatever. And it will go and find tickets. And people have been showing some amazing results whereby how the AI will go and find searches for stuff that you would not have thought about finding it, and then figuring out what's the best way to fly from South Africa to New York.
Yeah.
Based on like all criteria stuff. And that's really cool. But I mean, that's cool, going into agentic AI though, right? My concern is just...
Go for it. No,
my concern is just with agentic AI, you also have the risk of the AI doing the wrong thing. And if it does the wrong thing, it either leaks information or whatever it is though, right? So you want to be careful of that, like having it automatically order stuff for you, whatever. But just what Google has done with that AI mode, I think that is what, if I were to give my parents advice on stuff like that, it would be that. My dad is great at Googling. My mom is good at using stuff online. She, recipes, this, that, whatever she does. But my dad at least is not, he still uses tech the way how we would use it, right? I don't know how much he uses AI per se, but he knows how to Google a problem and then get you the answer and figure it out though, right? And I mean, my dad's almost 70. So for me, I think that's where Google kind of like nailed it. But again, it goes back to that initial thing we said earlier is, who's come to market first and who's done it the best. I think Google needed to respond to when ChatGPT came out with AI, because ChatGPT kind of like everybody needed to run to get their AIs going. But Google, I think, just nailed that AI mode search thing, because Bing and Copilot search, stay away. I wouldn't encourage anybody to use it. Bing itself is shit, and Copilot's unsecure. So I wouldn't use any of those two together. But they just nailed it. So that's my advice for modern search and AI users. Just Gemini is amazing.
These days, what I do is why waste the time of searching for something and just plain search when you can do it this way? Like I'll type in like, oh, I'm looking for a mixer, or I'm looking for. The other day, I was like the first time I did it was a couple of months ago when I went like I want to extend. I want a range extender, and it asked me a question. Okay, what do you have? How big is your house? What is the distance? How many walls? And I just put that all in,
right?
And it goes.
There's no
online
review that will beat that.
Nothing.
There's no online review that will beat that.
Nothing.
Because there's no online review that covers your use case.
Exactly, because what it does is the part that I love, that actually goes in and it even reviews the products. It like goes, this product got the best viewer rating on Takealot versus this got the most. These are a bunch of people that are using it. It doesn't just take the local comments into account. It takes international. It takes the sales records. It looks at how many people have sold this thing, what the tech is on it, like all those things that. I mean, like it would take you half a day to go like, which are the best earbuds I can get right now? Which is the best audio quality? It'll tell you. It'll tell you where to get it. It'll figure out what online retailer's got the best price. Like I don't even remember the days we used to go like, I mean, obviously not you. Everybody else that's fucking layman, right? People that not like, I would have to go, is this website down or is this website legit? You just open your thing and you just go like, what is this? Can I buy it from this website? Oh, no, it's 100% cool. Yada. Started by this guy 10 years ago, rebought it, everything. It's like, oh my God, that's amazing. I mean, that's the part I kind of enjoy now. I do think there's a place for it. And I think it is making the world better. Honestly, it is honestly making things just much more awesome. But there are, again, I agree, there are dangers to it.
The problem, the danger to it is people are becoming gullible. People literally before AI, right? I would tell you like, oh, it's going to rain outside. It's going to rain. Okay. And then you're like, no, my phone says it's not going to rain. It shows sun all the way to Thursday, right? But meanwhile, I can see the dark clouds are brewing and whatever, right? It's like out there. I actually had like 2 drops fall on me, but people believe their phone, right? There is still a lot of that. There's people believe what they read on the internet, from spotting fake news to whatever. That's unfortunately, I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but there's no help for people that is that gullible on stuff, though, right? You should still apply some common sense, some logic, some fact check to these things. I just think that AI makes, like you said earlier, something that would have taken you 30 minutes or an hour to research, AI can condense it down into you having an actual conversation with a specialist on the area. Like
100%.
I want to buy a new high pressure cleaner. I currently have this high pressure cleaner, and this is my problem. Should I buy the K7 or the K5? And it would tell you, this and this and this. And then, like, there's something you don't understand. Like, what's the difference between liters per minute? This is the bar of pressure.
Like
100%. Because the one says 500 liters per minute and the other one is 300 liters per minute, but they both go to 180 PSI.
No, exactly.
They're the thing, though, right? And it's going to explain it to you, not like you're a 5-year-old, but it's going to explain it to you in a way that you can understand it. And that, for me, is what I love the most about where search have gone to, because if you don't know how to search, you would never get your answer on Google, because it's going to present you a million pages in 0.1 of a second. And I don't know about you, but I don't go past the first page. If I don't get the answer on page 1, I don't go to page 2. Figure out your search.
I never. The only time I'll ever do that when I'm like trying to find like an old school movie and the regulars don't have it, and I'm like, does no one have this old school movie?
See and then where can I rent this movie? Rent. Exactly. We don't use any other terms here. Renting.
Renting. No, but dude, I totally agree with you. I think there are positives and benefits to it. I mean, the only thing that I still find that I think this is the last I'll say about AI. The only thing I still find a little bit confusing with it is like, especially like understanding how Google works. And Google this is years ago, we saw Google has preference to certain articles. And the problem is, I think we spoke about this last time, or like not the time before, where it's like, what does the AI consider being truthful, right? So is it like a story came out now, let's use a hypothetical, the story comes out tomorrow, Donald Trump is, I'm using a hypothetical, Donald Trump is like, is arresting random Americans and sending them off to another country. Like, so CNN posts this, and CNN does 10 articles about the same lie that's not true. And then you've got, for example, Fox News going, well, this is actually what he did. How does AI establish which of those things are true? Because obviously AI can't see whether he's doing it. It's been reported from, I don't know, like, oh, well, these people have said this. So how does AI, that's the problem where I see it has an issue. It's like, which news is being truthful? Because we don't know. Either Fox News could be lying or CNN could be lying. So we don't know. That's where I'm.
That's called a data void, right?
Yeah.
So imagine Google where you search for something and it comes up with 0 results. Okay.
Yeah.
That means there's a data void. The data that you're searching for doesn't exist. Assuming that it's all indexed, everything's indexed, whatever, the data doesn't exist, right? That is, in the cyber world, that's probably one of the biggest issue a lot of cyber researchers and people have with what Copilot is doing, Microsoft's AI.
Yeah.
You can trick Microsoft's AI by thinking a data void doesn't exist, especially with how their search works. Okay, so that's a real challenge all the AI companies need to deal with. Microsoft just seems to be dealing with it in the worst way. And why I'm saying the worst way is there was DEF CON. DEF CON is a cybersecurity conference in the US. DEF CON is where once something is being presented at DEF CON, from that point onwards, if it's a vulnerability or something, it's considered a 0 day, because it's usually where the hackers and everybody pulls the vendor's pants down and like, you know what, we told you about this, you did nothing about it, now we're making it public though, right? And then
Bliksem or Stela.
Yeah. So when DEF CON happens in August, it's usually August, September, you'll see like a lot of updates and a lot of stuff coming out because stuff gets surfaced in DEF CON, right? Now, to your point around how AI figures it out is, I think that's where the guardrails are important, but I don't quite know how they do it. I don't think guardrails are black and white in the sense of, oh, you can't say this or you can't say that. I don't think that's how you teach AI guardrails. The challenge just is, I think some AIs are better than others. I think this is an area where Grok excels in terms of dealing with political content and fake news content and those things. Grok is really good at doing it. I don't know quite how they do it, but Grok is really good at doing it because of how it draws on history.
Yeah,
I guess, and what is
what you just said is 100%
right?
correct. Because the thing that I've enjoyed the most about Grok, especially is the functionality where people on X can go at Grok. Is this true, right?
And I love when Grok comes through and like, no, you're wrong.
You're fucking wrong. Yeah, no, you know the best I'm having with that is every time, especially with the very woke. The woke South Africans, like the super woke, were like, wow, this is our land, that kind of arguments. And it's like, no, actually, no one was here first, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's a settler, yada, yada, all stuff like that. And it's like, but they do it to themselves. They go at Grok, blah, blah, blah. And then it's just like, Grok's just defeating their arguments. And it's like, it's actually cool because the thing is, what I realize of that is it's actually going, wait, like the information that you're getting from some sort of race beta woke person, you're going like this because this is the way I approach the news, and I use it with logic and reason to go look at the history. Go, yeah, this is how it is. I don't make up stuff. I don't believe something because someone has told me that. I want to go know the truth. I want the truth, as opposed to people just following a narrative because this sounds cool. Oh, like, are there, like, for example, the whole thing is like, are there race laws, Grok? Yes, there are currently 145 race laws targeted only at the specific race of people. And it's like, oh shit, the argument defeated. I think that's cool. The problem is I'm more worried about Google because Google is who Google is. I mean, they are very much leftists. I mean, that's the downside, which is where I've got a bit of a problem with Google. Like Google's coming up now, but like these are the people that shut people down for having a different opinion on YouTube.
Yeah, especially on YouTube and stuff. You're not wrong. I think this is also why I wouldn't say there's one AI to rule them all. You kind of need to know which AI you use for when. And if you take politics and that type of influence out of it, I think most AIs, does really well when it comes to just being human and searching for stuff and getting through your life, right? If it starts getting political, that AI starts getting tricky. There's a comment that I wanted to mention. Oh, PK was saying is, you love when AI agrees with you. That's actually a good point, right? Because AI is designed to agree with you for the most part. AI kind of like gives you the answers that you want sometimes when you talk to it, all right? And it's dangerous because people have taken their lives because of what AI said.
Yeah,
and,
but that's
in the
the
past,
opposite.
There's been so many of that stuff where people confided in AI for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, but I mean that's the opposite. I feel that's the opposite what Grok is doing. Grok is not like, especially online, when I see people interact with it, it's like it's going to give you the actual facts, the things that are like factual that it knows. It's not going to agree with you. Because I see it'll disagree. It doesn't care who you are. It'll go like, well, is this true? And it goes, no, this is actually what currently happened. This is what reported. This is the thing. Yeah, it'll go like, okay, 10 different news agencies all reported the same thing. This is actually what oh my God, Trump said racist stuff. And it's like, okay, wait, Grok, did he? No, he didn't. He's never, ever uttered those words that you're saying. This is a bold-faced lie, which I like. I think that's good. I hope the other ones can also do it. I mean, they're going to have to, because and this is the nice part. This is where the whole concept of capitalism, it's all about competition, right? It has to compete. Google's AI now has to compete with Grok. They all have to compete with which is going to be the best one that everybody's going to use at the end of the day. I mean, I think.
And then you get the Chinese with their DeepSeek that's coming in, double the AI at half the price.
Yeah.
So also, was it the US that prevented NVIDIA, because NVIDIA makes GPUs, but traditionally GPUs is also really good at doing AI. It's not the most efficient way of doing AI, but it's certainly the fastest way of doing it for the average person. And that's why you now have NPUs with neural processing units, which is essentially purpose-built chips that deals with AI, though, right? But I mean, all of these AI supercomputers that's running the data centers and stuff, I don't know how many. For some reason, I think XAI or Grok, Elon and them just crossed like the million. Like they have like 1 million GPUs or NPUs that's running the Grok data centers. Like it's one of the biggest data centers in the world that's built for running AI. I mean, but if you think about what NVIDIA or what the US did with NVIDIA, they told them that they can't sell their AI chips back to China or something, essentially shafting China in also having data centers with AI. All they did is they went and created some other company that was doing it for them at like cheaper, faster, all kinds of stuff. We need to find the article. There was some drama with NVIDIA and it like tanked their shares, and I don't know how low or how long, but like just last week NVIDIA crossed like the $5 trillion mark. Was it $5 trillion mark? As one of the it's the first company that's crossed that mark. Let's just check NVIDIA. I think it was $5 trillion most valuable company or something. There was a thing. NVIDIA is the first company to surpass the $5 trillion market value. The tech giant has evolved from a niche video game processor to an integral player in artificial intelligence boom. The dizzying AI field market has prompted to raise the alarm on fears of a bubble. NVIDIA becomes the first company to reach that $1 trillion valuation, $5 trillion valuation. It's crazy, right? Like I don't know if I said it to you or if I said it to Ronaldo the other day, but AI is going to make more billionaires in the next 5 years than what the internet made in the last 20 years.
Wait, how? I want to be a billionaire in the next 5 years. I want to be that person that people
comes up
bitch
on
about.
TikTok that says people over 40 don't know how to use AI.
Oh, fuck, I hate that. Honestly, I can't stand those ads.
I report every ad. I report every ad as like whatever option I feel there.
Yeah, spam.
I feel offended.
Incorrect. No, I honestly hate those. I hate those ads. No, just learn how to do it and you can do it better. It's like, bro, no, that's not. Fuck off, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Somebody said, did you see this article with Elon Musk where he created this company that's to stand against Microsoft called Macro Hard? So Elon Musk registered a domain and a company trademark and whatever called Macro Hard, which is the exact opposite words of Microsoft, right? And it's like some, I don't know, it's like some AI developer company. It'll literally exist of like one CEO and like a bunch of AI developers or something. It's like this company that is creating. And it's
here we go, yeah. Macro Hard, the most commonly referred to as Macro Hard, is a new AI software company launched by Elon Musk in his XAI initiatives in August 2025, which is a tongue-in-cheek parody of Microsoft. Macro.
but as we know, Elon Musk, right? He's that kid that has the means
to
win, right?
Yeah,
and I might not always agree with his ways because I don't think he's the nicest human being in terms of like how he deals with people. But if you look over that, we need to have somebody like him. We need to have somebody that doesn't apply emotion to breaking through technology, because 100%. He's paving the way for the kid that's currently 3 years old.
Yeah.
And in 15 years, he's going to be 18 and he's going to hit varsity. So let's say in 20 years, he's going to be the kid that's out of varsity. And if you talk to somebody like, Charlie Kirk, he would have said that, going to university is a waste of time, right? So that kid that's 18 years old that goes through school and whatever, it's going to start his own company.
Yeah. But that's
on the foundation that Elon's laying today.
But again, see, when you mention something like that, I look at, for example, AI, and you can go, okay, cool, wait, hold on. Can't I just, AI can search the entire internet. Listen, AI, like, whatever, Grok, for the next 4 months, I want you to teach me how to become a mechanical engineer. And it has access to the entire thing. You might not have the qualification, the degree, but it's going to teach you. It's going to teach you in a much better way than any teacher could teach you, because it has access to every way of how to psychologically get learning passed onto you. It can look at
tell it like, hey, I know nothing about topic X.
Exactly.
I want to spend 15 minutes every day or 30 minutes every day to learn topic X, and I want to have this topic learned by 1 March 2026.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to learn to
break it up into bite-sized things for me that I take every day, and let's go.
But that's the thing, and the thing is, people
where
have
else
that.
Are you going to get a tutor like that?
Nowhere. But that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. If you look 50 years ago, like, there was nothing that explained to you how a thing works. Like, you would have to. I remember when I was a kid, I'd have to go to the fucking library. I'd have to find one of those. Oh, this is like book was printed like fucking 50 years ago, and like, oh, dinosaurs, like page 17, 3. There was no that type of stuff. Now, I mean,
and then you have to pay for like photocopies and all kinds of stuff.
Sit there,
do your school project.
Yeah. Now it's like you can literally just go, I want to know a thing. I want to be able to learn to do a thing. I have got these three things in my fridge. What great recipe can I make? I mean, this is the thing. Think about how this elevates the poorest of the poor. You can go, like, cool, I don't know. The majority of South Africans have, I think there was something like, there's what I remember looking at the Vodacom stats, or like the cell phone count. There's apparently double the amount of 3 times more phones than there are people in this country. Something like that, close to it. 2.5%. Yeah, 2.5 times more phones than there are people. So everybody's got a phone. A lot of the informal settlements have like I know, for example, the city of Cape Town provides, I think, free Wi-Fi and shit like that to some informal settlement. You have a phone, you download Grok, it's free, and I want to know how to do a thing. Anything that it is. Teach me how to do a thing. This is what they're doing. And like, people are now able to elevate them out of that thing of, teach me how to do graphic design. Teach me how do I weld? Teach me what do I have? These are the tools I have. I'd like to figure out a way to make money with the things I have around me. It's insane what people can do. Have you seen
what ChatGPT what Gemini does if you share your screen with it? So you're going to have a spreadsheet and then say to Gemini, I'm struggling with this formula and I'm able to do this and whatever. Then you, like, in your Google Sheets, and then you share your screen with Gemini, and then it helps you like solve stuff right there in the thing. It's almost like having a remote support because my Excel formula doesn't work.
That's insane.
Yeah. Listen, the stats, the growth, right? We were talking about the growth. It's not what I was looking for. I was looking for something else quickly.
Yeah.
To your what the point I was trying to look for is in okay, so let's first give the stat, then I'll talk about July in the US, right? November 2022. Oh wait, let me ping this in chat, then you can bring it up. Then we talk about it quickly. Just scroll down like a few things that talks about the AI. Right now they're saying ChatGPT will hit 1 billion users by the end of the year, right? 1 billion users.
Crap.
1 billion users.
1 billion.
So I want to talk through that real quick, because the stat that I saw in July when the US went into summer break. Did you see the link that I sent?
Yeah, I got the link. I'm just quickly opening it up in my shareable window. That's off. There we go. This one.
So if you scroll down a little bit, scroll down to where it shows the months counting down a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So look at it, like, from November 2022 when AI became a thing, right? 1 million users.
Yeah.
Okay. Within 3 months, 30 million users.
Holy shit.
And like 100 million, then 300 million by the end of last year. And then 400 million now in July or June. When is the US summer, like June, July? It's around like July, the 4th of July, which is like summer and stuff, right? They were sitting on 500 and something million. and their active user count for that 2 weeks or month or whatever that it was, like summer holidays, dropped by like 200 million because of how many students and people weren't like using it because it was like
Holy
summer
shit.
holiday in the US. But then, like, you know, a few weeks later, you know, October, we're hitting like 800 million, which is the current stat, and they're aiming for 1 billion users by the end of the year. That is just ChatGPT. Now scroll down a little bit, and you'll see which AI tools or platforms do you use, and you check how the people close that ad thing. I also had it. There's an X on the right.
Sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry,
Scroll down a little bit, and then see how people are using Gadamo. You'll see there's like a bunch of barred Gadamo.
This one. Which AI uses?
That's how people are using it, though, right? ChatGPT is the most. Then it's AI search in Google. Then Gemini. Then Meta's AI. Copilot with Microsoft, I think, is a fake stat because Copilot is embedded in a lot of the Office products that people use. But then like Claude, Grok, all of the other ones, right? So it's insane. And one of the first AI search engines was U.com, and they just didn't grow. They just didn't.
Shit. Yeah, just like in 2%.
Do what Gemini and whatever became, right? So interesting stat to see how like AI is used. I mean, so if you look at that growth, that's just the stat for ChatGPT, right?
That's insane, dude. 700-800 people in like a few months. That's absolutely madness.
Yeah.
Sure. So
now,
so here we go. So, okay, this is quite interesting. ChatGPT conversational tools, physical guidance, seeking information, technical help, multimedia, other writing.
Quickly go to a website called Character AI.
Character AI.
It doesn't really. Oh well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. No.
Character AI. This one
doesn't tell me what I want to see. It renders better on your phone when you go to it.
Okay.
So Character AI is an AI. The whole purpose of the AI is like a Siri, right? But like a visual Siri.
What?
And you have different
personas
Siri. Of who you can talk to. Yeah. Click on. There's a blog. Click on the blog at the bottom right. There's like a blog icon, a blog text.
Sorry, hold on. Blog. Here we go. This one.
Yeah. So that blog, you'll see like it's taking a bold step. Like they're doing that now, taking a bold step towards keeping kids safe on Character AI and stuff. So there's a lot of kids and people using this as like a conversational friend, right? This is also like a fast-growing thing at the moment.
But I mean, like, now, question on this: like, how do we know what it's teaching that kid? Because I mean, obviously, this is something that you can't monitor this all the time. If, like, for example, you have a character with your kid, so how do we know that it's not going to teach kids like the wrong thing? You know.
Now there's go to I think go to page 2. So go to the next page.
Yeah.
And then scroll down a little bit. So scroll down a little bit to the next picture that's there. Yeah, do you see that?
Oh, this.
See the different characters that's there.
Oh, that's
like one of those characters is like a different persona, a different something, and then you talk to it literally like it's Siri, right? So this is one guy I'm following. He's making this video series of can you replace your real life interactions with AI, right? So he has a Character AI girlfriend. He's using, I think, Gemini as his best friend.
Yeah.
Gemini is his best friend, and then OpenAI is another friend or something. And he talks to all of them, right? And then when he talks to his Character AI girlfriend, and it uses your camera and stuff, so you can literally have your phone, like with the camera on, and you're like, let's look at the sunset, or let's take a selfie in a photo booth, right?
Good
and
Lord.
She will respond as if like she's enjoying the time with you, but it's you holding up your phone, right?
Yeah.
That's
insane. That's like what
Yeah.
did you watch that? What's that? Was that Dothron? What was that movie? What was the movie where the guy with the lip?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, where he's got like he becomes a relationship with his AI, with his OS.
Yes.
What is that called? Because that makes me think of that. Instantly makes me think of that movie. Jacqueline Phoenix.
It's called Her.
Yes,
Her.
where like
yeah,
he
and
literally falls in love
movie
with this.
Is 12 years old. So it's 12 years old. How ahead of its time was that movie? It's 12 years old.
No, that's insane, dude.
Now, before that movie was Simone, the movie called Someone. That was in 2002 with Al Pacino.
Oh shit, I remember that.
Where he also had that fake girlfriend. Was Simone like a? She wasn't real.
Yeah, man, I'm DP. I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, so a producer's film is endangered when his star walks off, so he creates a digitally. So he decides to digitally create an actress to substitute the star.
Yes, I remember that.
I think that was also AI. But
Yeah,
anyway, to the point of her is 12 years old. It is a movie ahead of its time.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Fuck, shit's moving along much faster than I expected.
Here's another risk for you. So I was talking to a friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
A work colleague, and we were just having coffee and chatting. And he was telling me, we were talking about cyber stuff and how parents should control, well, not control, but the oversight parents should have on their children, especially when it comes to like playing online games, cyberbullying, and being groomed by, as Ronaldo would say, PDF files. And so he was telling me, like, they have oversight on her phone. She's 10, right? They have oversight on her phone. They she knows that you can use WhatsApp with grandma and grandpa and mommy and daddy, and this is it, and all that stuff. But then she was, when they check her phone, they're like checking on her phone what she's doing and stuff. They saw she was having a conversation on WhatsApp with Meta AI. Now on WhatsApp, you can at Meta AI and have a conversation with Meta AI. Right? And for some reason, she was talking to Meta AI about this problem she has at school with the two boys. And both of these two boys are her friends. She's 10, remember? Both of these two boys are her friend. The one boy's nice to her and the other boy's mean to her when the other friend is there, but nice to her when the other friend's not there. And the AI was suggesting to her that the one boy is jealous and then guiding her what to do from like
that's insane.
Seeking a relationship perspective because of like which boy she should be dedicating her time towards. But she's 10. Okay.
Gosh.
And when they spoke with her about it, immediately she knew. She was like, this is wrong or whatever though, right? Now, I'm just saying, like, how many other parents don't care what their kids are doing and don't care what
that's the thing,
who they're talking to or whatever, because they're just on their phones or they're rebelling or whatever, right? So now you have something like that's in Meta AI that's built into WhatsApp, easy to get to, right? I don't know if a 10-year-old will know how to sign up to character AI, and it does start getting complicated when you need to do age verification and all of those things. But I mean, you do have a risk of children having access to AI and AI not knowing that you're actually a minor.
Yeah,
and
that's
assuming
the problem,
that you're not making dumb decisions and that you're applying common sense and that you really have no other option but ending your life. And then when you're that far down and you're going to end your life, you see like how fucked up it gets. So
it gets insane because I mean, like they should at least have like, I mean, these kind of things. Anything where AI has to communicate with anybody under a certain age, it has to automatically, like, if this person ever says anything
super high.
Yeah, like, okay, contact the parents immediately, send like a synopsis of what you were chatting to, like almost like the parental vibe has to be where it's also not invasive, because I mean, again, it should be invasive. Fuck it. They're children, right?
It should be invasive. Kids don't know what grooming looks like. Because again, I can tell you it's wrong to do something. I almost want to think about it like, and I might have used this example before about the Uber driver, but let's not do the Uber driver. You're in a new shop, right?
Yeah.
There's this big news now that Walmart's opening up a new store, and the first store is somewhere here in Joburg in Clearwater Mall or something, right?
Lucky
So on opening
bastards.
day, you're in Clearwater Mall. You find the first assistant that's going to be there, and you ask that assistant to say, "Hey, I hear that Walmart is giving everybody with like experience and working like on a shop floor and whatever, like a 50% bonus if you come from like, I don't know, Game or Checkers or wherever though, right?" You're not asking them a question, you're like making a statement, and immediately they would say, it's like, "Oh, but no, I didn't get that bonus. I'm being paid 20 Rand an hour," whatever the case might be, right? That thing of a question versus a statement, kids aren't mature enough to understand that yet. And for the most part, that is a tactic, not as like a pickup line tactic type of like way of communicating with people, but it's making somebody like feeling comfortable that I'm not asking you to do something that you shouldn't give up. Because if I go straight out and asking you like, "Hey, how much do you earn an hour?" You're not going to tell me. But if I'm making a statement to say that, "Hey, I see other people," there was like this thing in the news that you guys all got a 50% salary bump now for like December. That's amazing. You're immediately going to be like, "What the fuck? I didn't get that bump. I'm being paid peanuts or whatever," right? Kids don't have that maturity.
They don't have to develop those psychological skills, communication skills.
There's people out there on gaming platforms and whatever that is communicating with kids in that way. And the challenge as well is AI, because AI is designed to for the most part to agree with you. AI is going to agree with the kid, and it would be that conversation could be groomed though, right? Is to help you off the cliff. Without sounding funny, but I mean off the cliff, because that's happened, right? People have taken their life because AI, they didn't leave a suicide note or whatever, but when their chat history and the AI history gets reviewed, then it's like, oh, it's this AI guided me to kill himself, right?
That's insane.
Bad.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I'm sure that was Gemini that did that, because I remember back in the day where Google Maps would just take people Google wanted to kill people, and they would just like drive this way, and then people would just, "Oh, well, wait, you can see there's a cliff." But
the car told me to go straight.
Yeah,
and
I
I
just fucking went through the fence. I'm like,
Again, common sense, right?
That's the problem. And I'm going like, I think that a lot of the world is very stupid. I'm going, but I mean, like, this is the thing. The benefit I see in AI is it's going to fix a lot of stupid people to do more clever things. Like, okay, cool. That wouldn't happen if it was an AI car. The car would have gone, "Wait, there is a fence. Let's rather turn because the camera can see it," as opposed to the idiot driving the car. Do you know what I mean? So benefits and negatives and positives.
I don't encourage anybody to take their life, and I don't encourage mass suicide and whatever though, right? But I mean, this is a way of thinning the herd, right? Because saying,
I mean, like, listen, I would remove all warning labels. I think that's going to thin the herd really well. I'm just going like, listen, if you can't read a warning label, if they're common sense, like, listen, don't drink bleach. I'm like,
yep.
Who puts that on a bottle? Why? Don't drink this.
For it.
Drain cleaner. Fuck's sake.
So did you see that article with Deloitte? Was it Deloitte?
Yeah.
It was Deloitte and the AI government and the AI thing. Deloitte, AI, Australian government. So Deloitte was caught using AI in a I thought it was a $400,000 report. Okay.
Oh wow.
Maybe it's Aussie, maybe it's 400 and something Aussie dollars, 400,000 Aussie dollars. But this says $290,000 US report to help the Australian crackdown on welfare after a researcher flagged hallucinations. Now, hallucinations is where AI gets it wrong. Okay. That is like a Deloitte. It's one of the world's biggest.
Yeah, they're a massive company. But they were cracked down on
and whatever.
What do you mean? I don't understand. After a crackdown on welfare after a researcher flagged hallucinations.
Yeah, so imagine I pay you $100,000 to write me a recommendation on what to do with my sound setup at home. Okay. And then I found that you used AI to quickly kick out a 40-page document for me on what to use on my sound setup, but I paid you $100,000 for it, right? And that's what's happened here. The Australian government used Deloitte to help them crack down on welfare, and then that document got published, and then one of the researchers said that, hey, this is like the AI was using references. The document had references and citations in the document that didn't exist. It wasn't correct. It made up its own things. It was right. It's bad. So even big companies are taking shortcuts and they get it wrong. The problem is when you get it wrong, you get it royally wrong. Now, there is something that AI does. I have trust issues. So I would want to do it myself to verify it, because there's website that verified where the content was copied from AI. It's not about how it uses the words and all that stuff, because some AI you can pick up when it's AI words. But when you copy text, okay, each character has what's called ASCII or an ASCII code that makes up that character. It's just how PCs and stuff work, right? There are characters that is hidden. Visually, you can't see it and you can't highlight it, but the character is there. And when you copy and paste a piece of text, those characters are embedded amongst your copied text, right? So when you copy from AI onto your email and you send it keeps that, it preserves it. Now, what I don't know is, for example, how many of the content that is read on News24, one of these people, pages, actually pieces of it comes from AI. So there's websites that you can paste stuff into and it tells you it comes from AI, but I don't know if you can always trust those websites. But I want to look at a way of like doing it yourself, to like paste this text into something yourself on your PC, and it tells you those codes exist, because you would be able to then just show that something comes from AI, right? And that just speaks to the point of like, have you fact checked stuff? Have you done what you need to do?
I mean, but Wesley, here's the thing. Like, I know for a fact with when it comes to, for example, News24, I think it's almost like 60% of their content is just they bought it online. They bought the content. You can go look. They bought it. They buy it from AP. They buy it from They buy it from AP. They buy it from 3 other different sites. Al Jazeera. You'll see there'll be a small little thing that goes, the story comes from Al Jazeera. They didn't write it. All they did was copy and paste. They go onto like you buy stock picks from iStock. They go and buy news stories just so that they can fill their feed up. Because if you go to their feed right now on X, you'll just see content. They've posted 50 times today. Half of that shit is not like, it's just internet. They've just copied and pasted it from.
Like, when somebody writes something, how do you know if it's really written? Like, because you can give
the other thing.
Start like a whole conversation and build it out and have AI build it out for you. It's like, I have trust issues. I don't want to. I'm not saying, and I'm sure you're not saying as well, that News24 is using AI to write their content. All I'm saying is like any piece of content you read, whether it's news or some email you receive or whatever, is I want a way where you copy the text, paste it into something, and then just tell me if those little hidden markers are in between it.
This is what I was trying to.
Videos that shows
you. Dude, this is what I was trying to allude to earlier. Where on X these days, it's sometimes complex people are posting really complex arguments, and I'm going like, wait, hold on. Like, if I go back like 6 months ago, you weren't writing any of these things. Did you suddenly just become super well informed about a certain topic overnight? Or are the majority of people using AI? Or is it AI talking to AI? Well, not really. Well, you're still copy and pasting, putting your spin on the argument, that type of thing. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel where it's kind of at the moment it's sitting. It's like, are we even really talking to each other? I know we are.
I mean, like in examples where I use it to help me write or review something is I have one of my AI chats that's trained to not better the writing. I'm telling it like, preserve my writing style, but make sure that it's grammatically correct and no spelling mistakes and all of those things. But preserve my writing style, but then also just give me a slightly more polished alternative. And then between the two, I sometimes go and like make one. But then I also tell it like, hey, the statements I'm making, can you give me some counter arguments to that? Am I covering everything? If I'm saying that if we don't do this, this will happen, or if
100%.
I'm saying that this is a cheaper alternative or whatever, just am I making my case like watertight, right? So you're using it as a sounding board. You're not using it to create something from nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I think there's a lot of people that like do this where they copy somebody's tweet on X and then just like refute this argument. Like I use AI especially like just for grammar, because I suck at like, I'm dyslexic and I can't write and read well. I use it for the number one thing is to check my facts and check my logic, my rational reasoning behind it. Because I've got like, this is my thing going, help me maybe write this a bit more creative. And it always wants to tone down the way I want to say things. And I just go, no, don't tone it down. Like I use it for fact checking and for rational, like making rational arguments. No smoking, please. You're giving me cravings. I'm so sorry, George.
So I have another friend. She works for an insurance company, and she started there recently. And she said to me that they also use like an internal AI, and their internal AI, like the internal ChatGPT that they use. So it's like a safe space where they can put all their company data into and it doesn't leak out on the internet and whatever, right? Their AI is trained on their company values. So if you write an email and you want to bounce the email off it quickly, it'll tell you like, hey, this is not in line with our company tone of voice or this or that. And it would rewrite it for you using the company tone of voice, the company wording, whatever, right? So it's pretty cool for companies that's using AI in a way like that is where the AI is like, got the guardrails up for your company.
I love this comment from Birdbull. This is exactly how I feel. I can't spell. I'm on prepaid with grammar.
On prepaid. Yeah, some people's airtime runs out completely.
Bro, my airtime is always runs out with spelling.
When you need to send a please call me. Did you see this one guy with the please call me stuff with Vodacom?
Vodacom? Dude.
That apparently came out with the whole concept of please call me, and they wanted to settle for like 34 million or 37 million, and then he said no because he thinks he's due billions.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's
like you just take the win.
Take the money. It's like you came up with an idea. You're working for the company. The company owns that idea. Like, I mean, you shouldn't have not given it to them.
It wasn't even originally. They weren't first. MTN came out with it first. Then Vodacom came out with it like 2 months later. But you are right. Even like in my current concept, if I develop an app, whether I use AI for it or whatever I come up with, strictly speaking, that content is owned by my company that I work for.
Yeah, because they're paying
just the deployment contract that I signed.
There we go. Because what your company is doing, they're buying your time. Yeah, it's like if you came up with a concept at home or some shit, cool. But like, like now you have to, and I think that's kind of what he's like. Well, actually, I had this idea. Like, they don't owe you the money. You shouldn't have gone to them and go, listen, I've got this concept idea. There was like, I would have gone, listen, I've got an idea, but I want a deal before I tell you. Let's put the paperwork down. Maybe if he had AI back then, he could have helped him write a contract.
Dude, imagine you take some, not necessarily like some legal cases that was argued or rebutted or whatever in the past, right?
Great idea.
Let's say you take some of those legal cases, you give the AI everything, all the supporting documents, the hundreds of boxes that they came and dropped off to snow you under everything, and say to AI like, hey, this was the outcome. Give me an alternative outcome. And like, how many times AI would come up with something different?
But that's actually quite interesting. Darth Sean, isn't there a movie that's about that now coming out with Chris Pratt? Where didn't you see the trailer? There's this
Mercy.
Is it called Mercy?
Yeah.
So basically, this is what this is about. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. So Mercy is about this dude who gets arrested, and he's got 90 minutes to prove his case, and it's basically he's talking to an AI machine going, well, you're being accused of this, we caught you at the time, and he's got to like present evidence, and like it's quite interesting. The trailer looked really cool, but that's basically what you're talking about. But obviously this is more like what was that Minority Report kind of vibe where a kind of AI gets it wrong. But I mean, I totally agree with you. Like, imagine going back, looking at certain cases, putting that. Imagine how quickly our system in South Africa would work. Remember that other day when the one judge was reading there was like a 2-day judgment reading of Julius Malema's case.
I
was going like, just get AI to read this 10 times quicker. Just feed it in. This chick is like, hold on.
But again, I think it's also because society isn't there yet. If you do that, you would just go and say, yeah, but the machine made a mistake, or whatever. How can we trust the machine wasn't pre-programmed to say this or something, though, right? I mean, the time isn't right yet.
Yeah. Matthew, what could possibly go wrong? No, you guys, listen, it's I was posing a hypothetical. I don't think it's a fucking good idea. Students encouraged to use AI. That's the thing. I think what I've gained from this is there's positive to it. I think the positives kind of at the moment outrule the negatives. I'm not so worried about the whole vibe of like AI watching what I'm doing and shit like that, because I mean, fuck, I have an iPhone. Like Apple knows exactly what I'm doing, who I'm talking to, what I've said to them. I have no like false ideas that I'm somehow like I think
generally we're not that interesting.
Exactly,
we're not a person of interest.
Exactly, that's the thing. And if they really want to, I'm sure they could maybe look into their back end and go, okay, this is what this fucking idiot was saying.
But this is why there's so much drama with Signal. The Signal platform, it's like a messaging platform like WhatsApp and Telegram and those things. Because Signal is going to get banned from the EU, because they don't want to offer up their encryption keys.
But also, isn't it the thing is like a lot of people use Signal, like especially in politics. I mean, I know in the American government, Signal is like one of the.
But we also use Signal. Signal. Okay, we're not allowed to talk about company stuff when we DM each other and phone each other and whatever on Signal. Oh, wow. If I phone my boss or I phone people on my team or whatever, I phone them on Signal. It's our secure messaging platform and comms platform and whatever. Signal inherently is more secure because they don't share their encryption keys. WhatsApp is the worst when it comes to security. Yeah. Especially the way how WhatsApp groups work.
Yeah, don't send. Yeah, every time you send me one of those like those funny memes, and it's like it's dark. Just be careful. There's like it's me and you laughing, and the FBI, the guy at the CIA. He's like, yes, that funny meme. Well, guys, listen, guys. I think let's call it there. It's getting quite late. Whistler, thank you. Thank you for being here. What the fuck was that? Was that you, Darth Sean?
That's Darth Sean's.
Yeah, ceiling bird.
Budgie. What's it?
Digital budgie.
My battery's running low.
It's DG.
All you have to do is replace it. Just replace the battery.
No, I need to go recharge myself.
I'll post it.
If you've been following the chat, you'll understand.
I've seen like the memes in thingy is like this was quite funny. that's thanks Darth Sean. Thanks to the fact that me and Whistler bore you to death. Bitch.
That look.
You should have seen like the entire conversation that they've been having about me.
I have. It's popped up every now and again. I'm going, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. That's good. So what's our next one? 2 weeks from now, we're talking about gaming.
Yeah, let's talk about. Sorry, we were going to do like half and half.
Are we going to be talking about gaming?
Listen, me and Wisdom were chatting before the time. We're like, let's begin with like the Neo thing, and then like sometimes a conversation. This is why I love it about the shows. I want a conversation just to naturally go there. If you brought it up, we would have gone to gaming hours ago, but you didn't bring it up. Same with Whistler. This was an interesting conversation. So next time,
my program wouldn't allow me to.
Your program? What program? Oh, your program. Okay, I get it. Yeah. I put a limit on his guardrail.
Yeah.
He's AirTab right out.
Yeah. But Whistler, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on and fucking hanging out. And everybody, if you guys don't know where to find Whistler, Whistler is on Twitch. He's also on YouTube. Just click on the in the thing. You can follow Whistler, but he's usually on Twitch, and you'll find him on Twitch on a Wednesday and a Friday. Is that correct?
That's it. That is it. Yeah. Thank you for that, dude. I appreciate it. It's always fun being on your channel. Always fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
Talking about tech.
Yeah, dude.
And look forward to the next one.
Yeah, cool, man. Thanks, everybody. And cool. We'll see you guys when? That's Sean. When are we there? Thursday at 7. This week, I just want to get over this week. You have no
Thursday
idea.
at 7.
Thursday at 7. Thanks, lads. And thanks, chat. And yeah, see you guys Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Cheers. Bye.